survivors held up in a warehouse. I'm not sure how long we can keep them out. Is anyone out there? Please, we need help.
Yo everyone, Ag is in the house. So today I bring you guys the grand final between iRk-Dewalt and iRk-Marwin. It's been a long tournament. 24 iRk players participated, and some dropped off during the summer, but yeah, it's been a very long tournament, and feels great that we're finally coming to a closure, and we have a very good final ahead of us between Dewalt and Marwin. So it's a best of 7. Dewalt coming from the winner bracket, of course, starts with 1-0. Here you can see the full bracket, and Dewalt beating Reg in the first round, beating iRk-Dewal in the second round, then beating MWK in the third round, going to the winner group final where he beat both Marwin and SPX, and now has been sitting in the grand final spot for quite some time. Marwin, on the other hand, started off with beating Arab in the winner brackets round 1, then beating Favorite, went on to beat Tim, a lot of process on his run, then lost to Dewalt and went down to the loser brackets, where he played against SPX and Marwin and came out 2-0 victorious, as we saw on this Monday. So without further ado, you can see to the right the map pool for this series, and since it's the grand final, I had one of these left. We actually bought 40 of these. So let's pop balls, get your iRk mug like this, pour up some champagne, and let's get going, shall we? Cheers everyone. First game is going to be played on Sylphid, and it is Dewalt's pick. So let's create the game, and then we're off for the first game in this final series of the iRk in-house tournament. Family comes first. Should be okay with the TR24, I think. So, what the fuck is going on? Well, now I just spilled champagne on my mouse pad. Fuck this. Alright. There we go. Well, might be time for a new one. So, anyways, here we go. First game between iRk-Marwin and iRk-Dewalt. And where is StarCraft? Why is it all black? Okay, here we go. Okay, why is my video settings? There we go. Starting in the top mid position, playing in the weird yellowish color, it is our Protoss prodigy from Russia. It is Dewalt. And in the bottom right corner, playing in the orange suit, it is our Terran powerhouse from Ukraine. It is Marwin. Both of these players, of course, very strong players, as you all should know by now. And Dewalt been in Korea practicing this spring, while Marwin sits back home in Ukraine, also been in Sweden for a while. Isn't that not as active as Dewalt, but still pretty active. So Dewalt opening with a gateway, of course, while Marwin is going for the supply depot, and we're gonna be seeing a 12 gate barrack, most likely, I think. Should be coming, yeah, almost. There it is. So Neo Sylphid, 3-player map. Spot here, spot here, spot here, and was in the ladder pool for 2 seasons ago, I think. And yeah, pretty popular map. One of the greater 3-player maps, of the ordinary styled maps, in my opinion. So we have gas coming up from Marwin here, and we have cybernetics from Dewalt. So, people in the chat, who do you think is going to win this? I haven't seen that many games between these two guys. Usually they end up on the same side of the bracket in in-house tournaments, and usually it's best of 1 or best of 3. So they met in the winner bracket group final. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Yesterday we saw SPX versus Nogrim in the 3rd place game, which was a very close game, and SPX came out on top, beating Nogrim 3-2 in that best of 5 series. It was a very close call in the last game. Could have gone either way, but a little bit unfortunate for Nogrim, and SPX played very well, showing why he's one of the best Terrans outside, especially when it comes to Terran versus Zerg. Oh, hello, favorite! What's up, buddy? Here we go. All right. So we have the bunker up, we have an expansion coming up here from Marwin, the factory is done, the Dewalt going for his own expansion over here, and of course we have range coming up. Nothing fancy still. Today I will be casting without the delay, so if there is any lag or anything on the stream, please tell me and I'll try to sort it out, but I hope it's gonna work anyways. The overlay is a bit out of place, I think, but should be fine, I guess. Alright. Another gateway coming up here, and on the bottom right spot we have another factory coming up, and both players just sitting by, macroing up right now. Nothing special happening except we have 3 gateways and robotics in Dewalt's home base. And there's the observatory. We have an armory coming up here, along with the academy, of course. So, are we going to be seeing well, I'm just checking what's happening over here. Probably putting up some defensive mines that also can spot any shuttle coming in here. If you're afraid of reavers or DT drops, it's always good to have vision over the map, of course. Now securing that Dewalt doesn't get his second expansion up that early, putting up a mine so Dewalt needs detection to see it. And of course we have service on the map, so spider mine will be detected right away. And we also have some defensive mines around Marvin's base, playing it safe. Don't want to lose this. There is a lot of... Oh, there is? Looks alright to me. Oh, we have some frames being dropped here. Yeah, there are a bit of a lag, yes. Let's see if we can reduce if I just bring down this. Seems like I'm dropping a bit of frames. It's my internet connection. It's really sucky, as you noticed yesterday. Today we're having a 10-second delay instead of 30 because it was hard to interact with the chat when the chats came 30 seconds after everything. I hope it's gonna work anyways. But yesterday we had a 50-minute delay instead of, or 50% delay, or lag, drop frames. So I think it looks a bit better now than it did before. Still a bit glitchy. Yeah, I hope it's okay. Alright, so starport coming up here from Marvin right now. We have 4 factories in the Terran base. We have an expansion coming up here with in the mineral only, actually. Well, if you're after the minerals, there are more minerals in the mineral only than there is in the natural second expansion. So, kind of course, important to have the minerals. These tanks and Goliaths aren't that cheap when it comes to minerals. Meanwhile, Dewalt going for his 3rd expansion. And if we look in his base, we have the Stargate coming up with Arbiters on the way. Alright, so we have some harassment here from some vultures, killing off some of the probes. Dewalt though pretty banked up with minerals. Didn't do that much damage, killing like 6 probes I think. Died out of all of those, so And we have the second armor here. So, what is Marvin's plan here? Is he going for a long game? Then we'll seeing a lot of turtling, just turtling it up. But he will be needing to put up those. Okay, so we have a drop here. Interesting play from Marvin. Gonna have a single dropship going in for most likely this base. But Dewalt, of course, saw this dropship with the observer. Now seeing it with the probe, and this is gonna be a hunt. I wonder if you can put one of the tanks over here, if it's not space, then you could actually kill off all the probes here. But I doubt it. Okay, so we have vultures here, trying to fill up the pylons. Meanwhile, the dropship now goes in here. So can we actually put the tank over here? We cannot. So Marvin decides to go for, and this is a good decision, going for the main instead. Oh, but the Dewalt spots it, of course, and Marvin will see that there is an Arbiter now. So all we can do is just run away with the dropship, save it for later. We actually have two Arbiters, and this one with 150 energy, so can do pretty much damage. Has the energy for a recall, has of course for the crystallization. Oh, and this guy actually hunted a dropship. So Marvin now going back for the main base. The Dewalt, of course, spotting this because, yeah, he had that hunting Arbiter, of course, hunting this dropship. So all Marvin can do now is try to figure out where to put those units to good use. Most likely going for this one. This is just to keep the Dewalt on his toes, having him under pressure. Need to keep his focus up, but this is a lot of units just stacking up right here now. And here comes the Arbiter, and there is, oh, good mines. But still, we have 11 product units in the turn base, and they will do their part in damage when it comes to damage here. So, but they're pretty low on life right now, most of them. So, but they managed to get some damage done, killing up a bunch of vultures and also all of these turrets. But we have two more Arbiters coming in now, and it will be yet another recall. And here we go. No, decides to go back. Isn't worth it. Alright, so Marvin now with the 2-0 upgrade. Meanwhile, the Dewalt is on 1-0 upgrade. Not sure. Yes, he's going for another one. Most likely gonna be shield, I guess. Yo, what's up, Björn? What's up, Matti? Welcome to the stream, yo. Great seeing all these inactive iRKs coming online just to check the scheme out and what's happening in the clan, of course. And Whistler, of course, one of the donators to the prize pool. Almost a third of the prize pool comes from Whistler, which is great. So here we have the first pressure from Dewalt on the open part map. Marvin, though, being very confident, just going in there with his tanks, moving them small amount of spaces just to keep everything protected and not only this expansion. But Marvin now on 3 expansions, but we have a recall coming in here, and there we go. And what happened with those mines? I think 1 of 3 triggered actually on the units. A bit of a bummer. But still, Marvin is being able to save his command center, and which means these guys are stuck in here because they can't get out unless they beat all these fire mines. Marvin now getting ready for his first push. And this is a lot of units from Marvin. Meanwhile, Dewalt is almost full in supply. So right now it's good for both players, but Marvin seems to have been forgotten about the recalled units in his base, which means he now has 1 Arbiter and 11 units in his expansion, killing off his second expansion, and this is not good. This is a lot of units here being killed off for Marvin. But also for Dewalt, he actually managed to reduce Dewalt's amount of supply here, and they're almost even now. Dewalt though having so many gateways that he quickly reinforced his fallen army in his base. And GG is called, Marvin taps out, which means Dewalt takes game number 1. FS go go! So we go for Fighting Spirit. That means Dewalt with the 1-0 lead now has a 2-0 lead. So next map is going to be Fighting Spirit. Not one of my favorites. Cheers, people. But I guess it's pretty popular in the scene. So here we go, game number 2 on Fighting Spirit. Let's do this. Starting in the top left corner, playing in the orange color, it is the Russian Protoss Dewalt. And the bottom right corner, playing in the yellow color, it is the Terran Marvin. First game was played on Sylphy, for those of you who didn't see that, and it was won by Dewalt. Second game now is being on Fighting Spirit, and it was picked by Marvin. Of all those funny maps that I choose for this tournament, everyone is picking Fighting Spirit and Circuit Breaker and Sylphy. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. So, some viewers have joined up since I last asked, but who do you guys think is gonna win this series? It's a best of 7. Dewalt is 2-0 up. And yeah, write in the comments who you think is gonna win and what score you think is gonna be. Ooh, SPX going in for the blow here, saying, yeah, 4-0 Dewalt. Arcneon 4-1 Dewalt. And of course, Dewalt being the more active player. But you should never underestimate Marvin. We know from his, especially his ladder results, that he is pretty on a pretty high level, even though he's not that active as most other players. SPX 000. Yeah. I guess that's what you get when you get into the third place match. So, just so you guys know, I'm not a big fan of Prosecco, but it's days like this. We need to just pop a bottle. The sun is shining outside. It's like 25 degrees, and I'm in here casting StarCraft, which is, yeah, one of my favorite things to do on a Wednesday evening. So, being with my iRk friends and casting their games is life. Almost. But just so you guys know, I will be going out tonight and I will be partying pretty hard. And just like a bit of a fun fact, today is International Beer Day, I think. Or no. It could have been, but it's actually on August the 2nd. But any day they serve beer should be the International Beer Day. I actually thought the International Beer Day would be on the same day as the Swedish National Beer Day, but it's not. Yeah, it is. August the 2nd is the International Beer Day. So we have Dewalt here going in for robotics pretty quick here, not going for the 2-gate. Before that, he's going for an expansion. Meanwhile, we have Marvin going for an expansion. The pretty standard build here from him. Yo, what's up? I guess it's Quad in the chat. Seems like we're still dropping frames. I hope it's not lagging too much. But yeah, I'm having a connection issue, and if they don't solve it in 2 weeks, I will be changing my internet company, because this can't be happening. I've been having problem for over a year now. Anyways, Marvin has his expansion up. He's going for his second gas. Meanwhile, Dewalt is going for his gateway, and we're going to be seeing a Templar Archives, which means we're going to be seeing DTs coming up on the map. And I think this is might be the right approach from Dewalt here. There's actually nothing in nothing to detect in Marvin's face. There's not even vultures up. I don't think he has researched any mines yet either. So Marvin going for the long game, while the Dewalt here is going for most likely a DT drop. And we have a Stargate coming up. So no, most likely gonna be is this gonna be a Corsair build? Is he going for webs? Might be. Good to hear. Alright, so we have the Goliaths coming up here. And Marvin just scanned the world space, saw that Templar Archive, saw the Stargate, so Arbiter Tribunal. So this is not going to be Corsair with webs, it's going to be Fast Arbiter. Dewalt now going for his second expansion up here. And we have more factories coming up here from Marwin. Marwin being a bit more prepared this game. Going for tanks and Goliaths without any vultures. Oh, but here we have the shuttle coming in. And do we have anything to detect this? No, we don't have any energy right now. And wow, what can't I see the other one? Do you see this? There's actually 2 DTs in here, but I can only see one of them. Now I can see both. Because of the scan. This is such a bug! What? Oh. Marwin going for a kill on his own SCV as well. Alright. Why not? Oh, we have another DT coming in here. And now there's actually nothing to detect this one. Oh, and this one is alive. GG! Marwin taps out and Dewalt pulls this off. 4 DTs. That's crazy. So, this is a 3-0 lead for Mr. Dewalt. Next map will be Circuit Breaker, and this series is going way quicker than the series last night. And yeah, it's a bit laggy because my internet connection is broken. I should have an upload speed of 500 megabit, and I have 3. So right now I'm streaming on the lowest quality that I can stream on, I think. Without things looking like crap. And here comes Dewalt. So, 3-0 lead for Mr. Dewalt against iRk-Marwin. Which means, if Dewalt wins this game, he is the champion. Yet again. He won the last tournament, in-house tournament. Is he going to win the second one as well? We'll see now. And this is, of course, the finals, the grand finals in the iRk in-house tournament. We started off with 24 players from iRk, 12 A-team players, 6 B-team players, and 6 C-team players signed up for this. And after a lot of games, which was supposed to be casted every round, but I haven't been able to because of my internet connection problems, we're finally in the grand finals, where we'll see Marwin and Dewalt. So starting in the top right corner, playing in the teal suit this game, it is Dewalt, and in the bottom right corner, playing in the red suit, it is Marwin. First, second and third game, all gone to Marwin so far. Less than 300. What do you mean? Yeah, I know. I should have 500. And right now I'm at 2. Yeah. So right now I have a connection, upload speed of 2 megabits and a download speed of 500 megabits. But to be able to stream in 1080p, I need my, at least I need 30 megabit upload speed. At least my computer thinks this is nice because I don't need to use my CPU at all to cast this or to stream this. But my connection, of course Streamlabs OBS, do not like my connection right now. Alright, so Dewalt 3-0 up 3. Oh, up. 3. It's not a 3, right? Yeah. He didn't have any scans. He didn't have spider mines. He didn't have any vultures. He didn't have any turrets. And 1 DT is actually enough to kill a whole turn base if you don't have anything. So very unfortunate for Marvin that game. Alright, so oh, by the way, hello Blair. I think it's you, right? Producer unknown, Mr. Blair. Should be. So not much happening right now. We see kind of like the same openings from both players, except that Marvin has gone for a way quicker expansion this game. He's going for the bunker. He's playing more of the regular style. So Marvin now checking out the Dewalt's base here, seeing that there is an expansion coming up, and also seeing the cybernetics course twisting and turning, knowing that there is a range coming up, which means there isn't anything cheesy about this strat. Oh, it's super laggy. What the hell? No, players aren't suffering any lag at all. You don't have to worry about the lag. And the color. Now we're talking about colors as well. Oh, yeah. The yellow color on the name. I know, right? No, it's not my computer, it's my connection. My connection is broken. Alright. So yeah, compared to no lag, this is super laggy. But I hope the stream doesn't just spin. I think it looks like a laggy game, but it's actually not. The game itself, for me, doesn't lag at all. So the players aren't affected by this. Marvin doing some stunts here with the Marines, trying to get some shots from the Dragoons to not hit the bunker but hit the Marine instead, and then going in and out from the bunker. So do we have any tanks coming up? Yes, we do. We have the machine shop, we have the factory, and the Dewalt decides to not go for another. Oh, and Marvin actually managed to sneak in on SCV here into the to Dewalt's base, seeing the robotics facilities, seeing that there is only one gateway, and also seeing one observatory. Did he, or did he not? He did not see the robotics support bay, which means he doesn't know that there is going to be Reaver drops. There's the first shuttle coming up, and we'll soon be seeing a Reaver popping out as well, and this might be devastating for Marvin. He doesn't have any vultures, no spider mines, nothing to scout with except trying to sneak an SCV out in and out. And this is a very clever strategy here from the Dewalt. He shows that he has 5 Dragoons, which means Marvin must be thinking that there's not gonna be not ever going to be a Reaver drop coming out now, but the Reaver will be popping out anytime now. Or the observer, first observer, alright. So we also have 3 additional gateways being produced here. In the other end of the map, we have 2 more factories coming out, but still only tanks. Okay, so shuttle is moving now. Let's see what this guy is gonna go for. And of course, for everyone who's interested, we're gonna be having a short interview with the winner right after the cast. So stay tuned for that. Here we go. Shuttle now moving in. What do we have in the Terran base? Alright, so we have a pretty decent Terran army here. We have vultures up. They are going to move out now. Perfect timing for Dewalt to drop the Reaver. And here comes the Reaver. The first Scarab hits, killing 4 of those SCVs. Second one. Bad shot. Oh, but this is actually pretty good play here by Marwin, killing off the Reaver. And now also killing off all the Dragoons. What's left in the Dewalt's base? We have 4 Dragoons over here. We don't have any additional Reavers up yet. The Vultures trying to pull those Dragoons back. But Marwin needs additional units to be able to keep pushing there. And while he's getting the reinforcements, yep, more and more goons are popping out here. There are actually 5 gateways producing Dragoons right now, so pretty solid here from Dewalt as well. Oh, but that mine just killed the Vulture. Doesn't kill any of the Dragoons. And we have 4 new Dragoons waiting here. So this is a lot of Dragoons. Marwin now needs to place his units really well here. Oh, and the Scarab hits. And the SV is actually... Oh, the SV is blocking the tank here. We have turrets coming up in the main base. Oh, and actually, that mine hit the Reaver. Oh, are they gonna... No, he's getting 2 of them. Marwin just chasing around for this shuttle, which gives Dewalt time to get his second expansion up. And there goes the defending turret. And we have red units all over the red base right now. And here we go. Marwin out to scan. Roam around, just scouting, getting some intel, what's going on in the teal base. Putting down some mines. Now it's gonna see that there is actually another expansion coming up here. Giving Marwin some time to just micro himself up as well. So we have additional gateways coming up in the Dewalt's base. We have the Citadel, of course, coming up, and oh, one of the mines actually connects here. So is this the perfect opportunity for Marwin to move out now? He has 6 tanks. He has a bunch of vultures against 11 dragoons, and as you saw, 2 shuttles with reavers. And yes, he decides to go out. So, cutting off the runway here for those dragoons with mines and vultures. Oh, but this is some really good solid reaver play here from Dewalt. Using those reavers just to make Marwin not being able to move that fast forward. Marwin though playing very solidly here, taking it step by step. He's not in a rush. He knows he has the upper hand in damage. but does he have the upper hand when it comes to units? Now it's all about placing those tanks right, and he gets all the Reavers. And this looks really good for Marvin right now. He can push in here, he can actually kill this base. Very good play here by Marvin. Solid playing. Meanwhile, Dewalt tries to figure out how is he going to be able to push this push. He can't go out here, there's mines everywhere, so Marvin will notice that something is happening here. Does he have scan? Yes, he has scan. Those DTs could have done all the difference in this army. Right, so Marvin sees that there's 2 shuttles going his way. What will he do? Every single unit is going the Dewalt's way. It's like we have this auto rally point from Marvin right now. Oh, and the Reaver snipes out the SV, which means no more turrets until we get another one. Oh, and the Reaver snipes out the tank. Alright. Oh, and both Reavers goes down. No more Reavers now. And Marvin's... Yes, he decides that he can now go this way as well. And GG is called. The wall taps out. And people, we will be seeing yet another game. That's a 3-1 lead for Dewalt now. Marvin pulling one back. This means Dewalt takes map. So, Fighting Spirit, Circuit Breaker, Sulfid, the most common in the map pool, are now picked, which means they can't be played again. So which map is Dewalt gonna pick? I would love to see him do like Third World or Whiteout or Sin Chupung Ryung. But we're gonna get Overwatch. At least it's a 2-player map. Alright, so let's go for Overwatch. Alright, so let's get into the 5th game. Or the 4th game. Cheers everyone. Here we go. Game number 4. Starting in the top right corner, it is iRk's Protoss Prodigy from Russia, from Novosibirsk. It is Dewalt. And in the bottom right corner, from Ukraine, playing the red suit, it is the Terran powerhouse Marvin. Yeah, it's alcohol. It's Prosecco. We're doing champagne today, folks, because this is the last game of the iRk in-house tournament. Or the last set, I should be saying. We don't know if this is the last game yet. If Marvin manages to win this game, will have another one. So, but if Dewalt wins this, it will be the last game of the evening. Sorry, everyone. So as I've said, this tournament has been going on for quite a while. Alright, so we have a bit of a pause here. We started off before the summer, and we're finally in the last round. We started off at 20th of May. And yeah, almost 2 months. So what will we be seeing this game, and who do you viewers think is gonna win this game? We now have a 3-1 lead, which means that everyone who thought that Dewalt was gonna win with 4-0, you're out. Which means SPX, you're on. ArcNeon, you still have a chance here, but who knows? So Cybernetics push up. We don't see a second pylon, which means there won't be a first sell-off here. It's going to be straight into. Or do we see a sell-off? Yeah, we might be seeing a sell-off. Or no, we should not be seeing a sell-off. There's the second pylon. Oh, we do see a sell-off. Yes, of course. My bad. And here's the fast factory once again. We're not going to be seeing the fast expansion from Marwin, which won him last game. So what can we expect from this game? Do we see any fancy drops? Do we see the basic standard TVP game? Is this gonna be a long game? Is this gonna be a short game? You never know. But this map has your natural over here. You have a quite big entrance right here, which is, yeah, you have a bridge that connects you to the middle of the park, while you also have this way in through this road. This road also leads to your second expansion, which has 2 entrances, one from the right and one from the left. You also have these side expansions that can be entered from below and from the top. From below, closer to your base, will be a wider one, and from top, which is further apart from your base, has a smaller one. You also have the top right and left cornered bases. There's the bunker. And they only have 1 entrance. Then you have those mineral bases, which is in the middle part, which is not that usual to take early game. Might be late game when you're getting short of minerals, but they are very hard to protect because it's a high ground actually connected to them, actually. So you can just put units here and shoot down here. So quite hard to protect those. Oh, and the Dewalt actually going in here with those dragoons. He's doing a run by with dragoons right now, people. Meanwhile, Marwin is being hunted by 1 dragoon. His expansion is going down, it seems. Okay, so he's pulling some of his SCVs. They're going for it. Nope. Oh, and they actually do the amount of damage that is required to kill off these dragoons. A lot of damage though. All the marines died. Not that many SCVs died. 2 dragoons died though. Marwin now knows that there is no second expansion here from the Dewalt yet, but might be soon. Making sure that no one can do an expansion there unless they have detection. So Marwin survives the first push from the Dewalt. Sneaky by the Dewalt there, doing a run by on the bunker. So both players have their second bases up and running. First expansions are up. In Marvin's base we don't see anything yet. We're going to be seeing an engineering bay now. But no second factory. What is he saving for? Right, so he wasted something. Did he? Oh, right, so he's upgrading. Alright. Dewalt on the other hand, 3 gateways. Just pumping out Dragoons right now. We won't be seeing any Reaver drops this game. More of a standard play from him. But he is moving out with all his Dragoons right now, hunting down these mines all over the map. And the Wolf, does he have siege mode? That's the biggest question right now. Does he have siege mode? No, he does not. Yes, he does. And 3 tanks are going to do a hell of a lot of damage on these Dragoons. The Wolf won't be able to break through with those. And we have a run by here with a bunch of vultures on the other end of the map, and they have been killing pretty much. Those 2 all in all have killed 7 probes. Getting an 8. I don't know how many the third vulture killed, but that's a huge blow here to Dewalt, especially his economy, which gives Marvin a bit of more time to max up here. He's going for a second expansion, also an armor here. Time to start upgrading those tanks and most likely Goliaths, I guess. We don't have the second gas taken yet, but we should be seeing that one taken pretty soon. Dewalt now cleaning up all those scouting mines. So, if Dewalt wins this game, it means he wins the second in-house tournament, and he's also being the winner of the $178 prize for let's see here. I think it's changed a bit because I have to pay some fees for $173, and the second place is 104. When we received the prize pool from SDPL, we had to pay a freaking fee for $8 to be able to transfer those money. So that's a hell of a lot of money. It's like 10% of the price that we gained, or 5%. Alright, so Marvin has his second expansion up. Dewalt soon has his second expansion. Still a pretty open game here. Yeah, Ark, I can make it that 10-hour video of you beating Anton in 10 hours straight. That will be your legacy. When everyone is thinking about Ark Neon in the future, he actually have a video of him beating SPX 10 hours straight. Oh, and here we have a Reaver. Dewalt going for the Reaver in this game as well. And this guy is doing a bit of an economy damage here because he's not killing that many SCVs, but he's forcing Marvin to pull them back. And Marvin actually doesn't have anything against air. So right now he can't handle this shuttle. So let's see here. We have 10 kills. 10 kills on this. That last scarab did its damage. And this Reaver is so hurt right now. If he goes down, it's just one shot from SV and it's dead. It's so dead. And it can't get out now. There's actually turrets surrounding the base. If he goes here, one shot from this turret. Is he gonna make it? He actually sneaks past! Oh my god! And boom goes the Reaver. That is actually one hell of a distance from here to here. It's almost all the way off the map. Some maps have this glitch, I think. I don't know if it's a glitch, but that's pretty far from what you're used to. More and more gateways are being spawned, and finally, people, we are going to be seeing carriers. There isn't a real grand final in TVP without carriers. Now I just wish that TVP would also be good for battle cruisers, but you rarely see them in Brood War. If this was vanilla though, you will be seeing carriers versus battle cruisers all day long. Here we go, Dewalt going for his third expansion now, but he's being killed off by those vultures, making sure that nope, you're not gonna get this expansion. No way. Alright, Marvin now moving out. And this is a pretty huge army here from Marvin, and he has the supply advantage, but of course Dewalt has his two first carriers up. He doesn't have the amount of dragoons he needs behind those though, or ground units at all. He needs more ground units. This pylon's going down soon though. It's going to go down before the dragoons hit. No, it's not. But they're actually going to kill one of the dragoons, it seems. Yep. Cliff advantage, people. Cliff advantage. Never forget that. Pretty important. Only way for two vultures to kill one of two dragoons is to have the cliff advantage. And here comes the scary Terran Force. On the other side of the map, we have 4 carriers now. Marvin, knowing this, decides to go back anyways, killing off the observers, making sure that Dewalt doesn't know what's in this army, although showing that, yeah, there is Goliaths in here. Only 6 of them though, but 5 more coming in here. And this makes the difference in this battle, because something needs to be done to be dealt with those carriers. They will do a crazy amount of damage. Did it connect? No, it did not. So those mines going down now. Units being pulled back to save this one. And we have a split map, people. The top of the map belongs to Dewalt, and the bottom of the map belongs to Marvin. And right now, Dewalt is ahead in supply. Marvin going from being ahead to being behind. But of course, most of that supply goes to these carriers. And there's 6 of them. So, how many Goliaths? Okay, we have more than 12. Oh, Marvin actually took this expansion. Interesting. I did not think that anyone would take this 15 minutes into a game, but I guess it's better than nothing. So we have some Templars coming out now, which will be a bit of a pain in the ass for especially vultures who go down pretty fast to storms. I don't know if this command center is just for the comsat station, because there are a lot of scans being used here all the time. It's important to at least kill off the observers, kill off any DTs, and also being prepared for arbiters. But alright, here we go. So, first engagement now, real big fight going on in the middle of the park. We have tanks, we have Goliaths, we have carriers, we have goons, we have zealots. We don't have any Templars yet connected to the armies. But right now looks like it's almost only tanks and Goliaths. Some vultures also in there. But right now Marwin is just producing Goliath after Goliath after Goliath. He needs to kill off those carriers first and let the tanks take care of the goons. And here we go. Can he be able to kill one of those? No, he's not able to do that. He's being pushed back again. Those storms are a bit frightening. Oh, and this is not a good spot to be able to do, or to attack with carriers. Carriers do not do well against Goliaths on open space, open ground. They need those high grounds, they need that cliff advantage, they need the areas where they can sneak away and be microed, and this is not the best spot for this. Although they are killing off a bunch of those Goliaths. But also a lot of interceptors going down at the same time. And as you know, carriers needs interceptors. We have a +2 upgrade on the interceptors. Meanwhile, Marwin is in a 1-1 upgrade. And we have the 2-2 coming up here. So the good part for Marwin here is he has the exp advantage. He has the big amount of control that he needs. The big advantage for Dewalt here is that he has 8 carriers roaming around the map. Meanwhile, he's going for ground units in his base. And now he's killing off Marwin's, and it's going quick. This is so quick. He's just killing everything right away. Marwin now moving in there is a very good decision to be going in there. Not seeing what's happening up there. Alright, so interceptors going down. But there's also ground units now moving in here. We have a couple of Templars in here. And if these guys are too stacked, they will go down to those storms. And the storms are now coming up the cliff. One of the Goliaths sees this. All the Goliaths are being pulled back. But can they be pulled back in time? No, they cannot. And underneath them, all the mines goes down as well. The observer goes down. The dragoons goes down. The tanks are still up. The Templars goes down. And we now have 10 carriers in here. But we have a new Terran force ready to rumble. Alright, so Dewalt now moving into open space again. Marwin not seeing this in time and missed the opportunity to kill off 1 or 2 carriers here. Oh, and Dewalt had to cancel that Nexus just right on time before the Terran force hit. And now we have a Protoss force in the expansion of army and in the mineral only base. And it's being killed off. Meanwhile, the carriers are going back home. They need to protect this base. And both players are playing so well, and there's so much happening all over the map right now. Alright, so Dewalt notices this base and goes for a blow. So Marvin can either decide to cancel this base and push the carriers, or protect this base. Oh, and he's gonna lose it. He's losing it. Alright. Decides not to cancel it. Well, those protecting mines are doing their work. Marvin now decides to go for this base, and with the carriers up that are doing damage, the tanks on the bottom can actually pull off some damage to the base if he wants to. For who? Is my big question. I don't know who's in the lead here. Marvin has the supply advantage. He is ahead in supply. He has the expansion advantage. Dewalt having to move back and forth all the time with his carriers, can't go on the offensive really. And those right, so this might be the game changer here. If Dewalt can manage to kill this expansion, he actually has the upper hand again. Dewalt going for this expansion. Meanwhile, of course, Marvin going for this expansion. So everything comes down to, can we protect this expansion? Obama? Yes, we can. So we need to pull this up. Alright, so these people doing storms over your interceptors will eventually also kill your interceptors. And that's not a good idea, because they are all the damage the carriers has. And compared to Scarabs, it doesn't go that fast to build interceptors. Finally some vultures going in here, giving some ground damage, making the Goliaths being able to attack, focusing on the carriers. And now we have DTs. They're going down. The Templars are going down. We have Goliaths hunting for those carriers, and that's not a good idea. Going up with 2 and staying behind with the rest. They will be able to kill interceptors, but they won't be able to kill off the carriers, and now he needs to focus the carriers. And it's not a good focus, people. So it seems like Marvin now has to decide whether he wants to keep this expansion or not. He's going to lose it. He won't go for any reinforcements. He will sacrifice it just to keep this alive instead. The tricky part now is that he is out of minerals in this base as well. He has this mineral only. Dewalt, on the other hand, only has this base and this base that just got up. Marvin, on the other hand, has minerals left in his natural. Oh, but this is not good. If he loses this expansion as well, oh no, he lost the command center. And as you can see, Dewalt with the 301 upgrade on these carriers do so much damage. I mean, 8 interceptors doing 9 damage each. That's a shitload of damage, people. So what's happening in the Dewalt's base? Yes, we have Templars coming out. Dewalt going for carriers with Templars. But he actually managed to keep these 12 carriers alive for so long. mean, that's just great play by Dewalt here. Terran is 3-2 on his upgrades. And Marvin really needs to get something done here. Oh, it connects perfectly and kills off one tank and one Goliath with itself. Alright, so here come the Templars. They're going to be... They are actually surviving here. Okay, so one carrier goes down. We have one of them being pretty hurt, but it is underneath all the others. So it's quite impossible to target this one. Both players running pretty low here on economy. Marvin is mined out over here. He just got this one up. He also got this one up. And he needs to protect these two expansions alongside this expansion. But since Dewalt is trapped with his carriers over here, because he needs to protect this expansion, it's right now looking pretty good for both players. I can't really tell who is gonna win this. This is a crazy fourth game, people. It will come down to the mineral only patch for Dewalt, because he's almost mined out in his upper left corner. He has this expansion, of course, but it's only 7 mineral patches. Uh-oh. Dewalt manages to get over here. This means Marvin can decide, do I want to kill this expansion or do I want to go home and protect? He decides, nope, I'm gonna kill this. Oh, but the Dewalt had ground units, which are now going in for the blow on this base. Meanwhile, the carriers are killing the mineral only, and the Dewalt is being split between his bases. Where is he going to focus? And Marvin just has a bunch of people just standing over here, not doing anything right now. Does he have any scans left? Yes, he does. Oh! Friendly kill. Terran upgrades are now 3-3. Protoss upgrades are 3-1 or 3-0-1 on the air units, and on the ground units 1-0-1. And just look at the amount of damage these guys are doing. I mean, it's 32 damage. But he needs to target those carriers. And the Dewalt making it so hard to target those carriers because the interceptors are like out in a second. But of course, the interceptors doesn't have the extra amount of armor here. And can Marvin get a good connection on those? We have another game changer. So right now the Dewalt is almost mined out up here. This one is still up. He has this one up. Oh, and now if he gets this one, I'm sorry to say, people, but I think it's gonna be over now. He gets this one. A great miss here from Marvin. He has a bit of minerals stacked in his natural that are still being mined by a couple of SCVs. But that's about it. He's also getting this expansion. Meanwhile, the Dewalt has a couple of ground units. And now he has the carriers cornered. Can he get up the ramp in time to kill them off? Oh, and the SCVs are coming back and they are going to glitch the Goliaths! Oh my god! The carriers gets away! The Dewalt is gonna be thanking all those SCVs. Oh my god! And the carriers goes on rampage here. They're gonna kill command center after command center just to get rid of all those scans that are so important for map vision and to detect all those invisible units for the wall. We have been seeing DTs on the map all day long just harassing around, making sure that Marvin needs to use all his scans for those DTs instead of using them to kill off the carriers. These 11 carriers, I think the Wolves only lost one carrier, if I'm not mistaken. And once again, here comes the SCVs, and they are glitching the Goliaths. On the other side of the map, the Marvin is killing this expansion. That means the Dewalt has this one, and this one of course. He's getting this one up. But Marvin has to be hitting his head right now because his SCVs are not being that helpful. And now they're going all the way back to the main base. Oh my god! They are being such pain in the ass right now. Oh, and there's just Goliaths all over the place now. They're not hitting anything. They're just glitching around, not knowing what to do. Marvin decides that, okay, what I can do now is kill off the expansion. If it comes down to this, it's gonna be carriers versus Goliath this game. Alright, so he's now attacking this expansion, and if he can get this expansion, yeah, the Dewalt is pretty low on minerals as well. He makes more and more Templars and a couple of goons. Marvin is losing this expansion yet again, but has this one up. And where are all the Goliaths? They are nowhere to be found. They got killed off. We have 3 Goliaths left, people, against 10 carriers. And as I said, these carriers have been alive for almost the entire game. Alright, so need to target those now. Okay, one goes down. GG is called. Marvin taps out, and Dewalt wins the second in-house tournament 4-1 against Marvin. Woo, people! This last game was crazy. A lot of action over here. And wow. What a great series, people. This was just awesome. I think we have a bit of a misunderstanding here. Let's just sort it out. I think Marvin thought this was 3-1. Alright. Crazy games! Crazy games! Thanks to Marvin for putting up a really good fight, even though he's been quite inactive last couple of months. Just doing some random laddering from now and then, playing in some clan wars as well, but mostly focusing on real life stuff. So let's try and find our winner here. Should do let's see if this just bugs the shit out of my connection. I hope not. We'll see. Should be fine. Let's try and get Dewalt into this into a voice and have a small talk with him. Anyways, meanwhile we wait for Dewalt. Here we have the bracket, and as you can see, Dewalt versus Marvin ended with Dewalt winning 4-1 and takes home the prize pool. And the prize pool looks like this. Let's see if this works. I hope so. There we go. So we have $347 in total in the prize pool, and Dewalt claimed the 173 prize pool, while Marvin gets 104, SPX got 52, and Nogrim ended on 4th place, got 17. And it's been a great series to cast. Both yesterday between SPX and Nogrim, and of course today between Dewalt and Marvin. Let's just write Dewalt. I wish I had more booze. I don't. So we're just waiting for Dewalt to... Yeah, I wish I could go to Systembolaget, but Systembolaget has closed for the evening. It closes at 19:00. So we're waiting for Dewalt to connect to Discord, and then we're gonna be having a small talk and just congratulate him to the victory and see what he thinks about the tournament. So I guess Arc Neon, you're right, 4-1 win. You will be getting a 10-hour highlight video of you beating iRk SPX. You will be able to claim your prize, yeah, as soon as you submit all the replays I need for your 10-hour 10-hour highlight video. I hope SPX that you are okay with this. I mean, you will be at least as famous as Arc Neon if he actually provides replays for a 10-hour video. So I think Dewalt now has come online on Discord. So let's see if we can get him into the channel as well. Best of 10 hours. Yeah, let's set that up. I can cast it actually. Let's do a 10 hour best of 10 hours between SPX and Arc Neon. I'll be casting it. Yeah, pretty soon. All right, so where do we have the vault? We're waiting. So 4-1 Dewalt. Easy peasy, you could say, almost. Could have gone either way last game, but using all those DTs and observers to force Marvin to use all those scans, pretty clever. Can't scan the carriers on high ground if you don't have any scans. Where is he at? All right.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, Mr. AG?
So, guys, can you hear the vault good? I hope it's alright. I'll just upper the sound for him a bit. There we go. So, congratulations!
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yet another iRk in-house tournament victory for you. So, what did you think about this tournament?
I really like it, actually. I think it's very interesting tournament because iRk consists of one of the best foreign players, so it's actually a very high quality tournament, in my opinion. So it's really fun to play.
Yeah, and this tournament, compared to the other tournament, we had more players. We actually have 3 teams within iRk now, having the C team as well. What do you think about playing versus the guys from the C team? I don't know if you actually played anyone. You played Reiki, right? He's from the B team though.
Yeah, I played. I don't remember who I played. I remember that I played against Marvin in the winners bracket, but overall I think it's very good experience for new players to play against such a good players like Marvin, me, and SPX, and every A team guy. So I think it's very nice.
Yeah, they are very excited when they get the chance to play versus you guys. So it's really good experience for them. Also, we have Corrupted Cup coming up this fall. Are you excited for Moscow?
Yeah, sure. I am very excited for it, and I'm gonna practice as hard as possible to be at the top of this tournament.
Awesome. I hope I'll be able to go there as well and cheer for you guys. We'll see if I have the money for it. But
I hope too.
Yeah. Anyways, big congratulations. I will transfer the prize pool money to you ASAP from PayPal.
Thank you.
and we'll be seeing what brings next for the iRk in-house tournament 3, if we're going for a ladder tournament again, or if we're going for one of these big tournaments. At least it will be after Moscow, I think.
All right.
All right.
That's good anyway.
Yeah, have a great evening, bro.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya. All right. Thanks to Dewalt for doing that short interview. He's off to play again. And yeah, thanks to everyone in iRk, all the 3 teams that we have within the clan, A team, B team, and C team, for participating in this tournament. And also huge thanks to my captains, Tim and Strömkarlen, for helping me out organizing it, of course. And we'll be back later on this fall with the next tournament. We'll have a short break now for a couple of months before we go into the next tournament, in-house tournament, because a lot of people are practicing for Corrupted Cup and also having a summer break and so on. So there's no reason to do a tournament before Moscow. So I hope everyone is tuning in for the Moscow LAN, for the streams, and as many as possible go to Moscow and check out the Corrupted Cup. I think it's going to be a great event. I'll be hoping to be there as well. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching the iRk in-house tournament finals, and I'll see you soon. Love y'all. AgGeTV. Mwah. Peace.
Is anyone out there? We're survivors held up in a warehouse. I'm not sure how long we can keep them out.